Welcome back, everyone, to episode 18 of the United States series for Power and Revolution, the 2021 edition. So, last episode I said I was going to put um, an operative group in Morocco. So, let's go about doing that now. So, since we pushed out the Russian rebels in Ukraine, I'm going to take about 50 agents out of there, and we're going to create a new group. Just going to do political spying for right now. And let's see about Libya. Alright, so we have 91 in Libya. So we're going to put 25 in Somalia then. And we're going to dismantle terrorist groups there. Alright, so Mexico had a earthquake. We're going to give them about 20 million.
Our agent number 1 succeeded in infiltrating the staff. Imponderables accepted, we are therefore able to release a Type E net informational profit. I mean, huge. Ahem. In concrete terms, our extraordinary number 1 is in a situation to obtain any valuable information of tactical interest. Needless to say, the geopolitical advantage clearly surpasses the ratio of 138 to 1.
Okay. Hey, do we have agents in North Korea? Okay, yeah, we do. Alright, so now we need to address our deficit. And we're going to address that by paying off some of our debt.
Strike! Our malware has infected the enemy servers and will bring chaos to their headquarters. This will completely disorganize their army for a while.
Okay. So before we deal with our debt, so let's see about a massive let's launch a massive cyber attack against Sudan also. So we're just going to totally disrupt
Duly
that
noted.
country
Copy that.
to give Ethiopia the advantage. So now let's go to our debt. Let's see. So we're going to pay off the UK. We're going to buy that back. I'm going to pay off Taiwan. I'm going to pay off Denmark. And Australia. So that still leaves us with a treasury reserve of 1.2 trillion.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed. The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
All right, and since we're at the beginning of the year, we're going to invest 13 billion into recruiting more military, and we're going to also spend 39 billion in conventional missiles and stockpile. The goal would be to stockpile 200,000 missiles. And we're going to cut back on the rank 1 tanks. They're pretty much obsolete. We still need to get the plans for a rank 4 missile launcher. So let's go to military intelligence. We're going to spend about 12 billion in that. And another 30 for cybersecurity. $3 billion in backup classes. And another 98 million for the exceptionally gifted and local languages. All right. All right, so the people don't like that we're expanding the military. All right, so the attack on Sudan was successful.
We rocked it. I will keep you informed.
As I predicted, the systematic analysis of the habits of small groups has allowed us to strike a serious blow at the terrorists. We can now state with certainty that we have entered into a Najaf cycle, which is no less than an incitement to play the advantage, while the adversary's organizational foundations are destabilized.
Okay, so we took out 15% of the terrorist group in Syria.
One of my men succeeded in infiltrating key center.
All right, keep him infiltrated. All right. We'll patent the fragrant fabric. All right, we have a 26% surplus. All right, unemployment still looks good.
Our infiltrated agent is on site. His first report confirms that his cell is operational and has carried out some preliminary tests as set out by the usual protocol with a view to launching his mission. This country will soon be the destination for our secret agents.
Okay, so we have agents in Pakistan now. Again, the reasoning for that is they're an ally of China, and they're so close to the border that China can come in through Pakistan and actually attack India, or they can have a little more influence over the Middle East region, which we don't want.
The rebels have stopped fighting.
It hit hard. Transportation is paralyzed. Power stations are down, and authorities are helpless. It's a success all across the board.
One of my men succeeded in infiltrating Key Center. According to my calculations, the information gained in our governmental cell informs me that it has had the opportunity to approach this potential informant.
Our soldiers were attacked and have legitimately retaliated.
A rebel was accidentally killed.
Right, so let's look at our housing market. So we're going to rehabilitate 100,000 homes. Let's take a look at crime. Crime has gone down since we took office. Alright, so drug addiction rate, we can get that down more. We're gonna max out the drug task force. And we're even going to invest in the Vice Squad. So it's about $1.3 billion we're spending. All right, so we're now down to about 1.1 trillion in our treasury reserve.
The rebels have stopped fighting. Our actions on the ground have definitely made an impression on our opponents and divided them.
Okay, so next we want to take control over our own economy. So want to control that by the state. It's only going to cost us 435 million. But we don't have the majority for passing it. Okay, so let's call this the American Control Act. It's the only thing I could think of for the time being. So we're going to put that through, but we're going to privatize the railway transportation. All right, so it's going to pass, but it's close. So we'll have complete control over our own economy.
We have subdued the rebel movement. The rebels have stopped fighting.
All right, and the next thing now is see where we are with oil. Now, consumption, we're almost meeting that completely to the point that if we invest right, we can have a little bit more, and it'll give us a reason.
We have subdued the rebel movement.
To
We have subdued the rebel movement.
Reduce some of the prices. All right, so let's look at inflation. So trying to get that down. Going to increase the interest rate again. And going to increase wages because I believe, let's see. All right, so generally that's about $1,356.70 for the month. So that's roughly about $8.48. So we're going to increase that to $8.75 to help decrease inflation. All right, and that's going to pass.
Undeniably, you have inside you the founding values of society, such as love for family and respect for parents.
All right, and let's meet with Costa Rica. All right, we're already allies with Belize. All right, so we want to get in better with Brazil, Panama, and Colombia. But Brazil would have the largest influence. So I'm going to start a foreign exchange program with them. And then going to do this as well to boost our relations with them. And we're also going to do a foreign exchange program with Panama. And Colombia as well. So all of that was accepted, and this should help boost our foreign policy. So this should be countries that's going to wind up joining our organization in the future. All right, and let's take a look at our space program. We're going to invest. We're going to invest 10 billion in that.
It's true that the blow cannot really be described as fatal. 2 arrests.
Let's look at inflation. The unemployment, what is that at? All right, so unemployment is still pretty good. It'll probably go up a little bit because of the increase in the minimum wage. Let's go to research. Nah. I was going to hire some more, but I'll just wait
The
for...
vote was held and the reform was adopted.
Okay, so we have control over... We have complete control over our entire banking system.
One week before the beginning of the festival, the hotels are full of bursting. Photographers and
then let's not forget that our runner has always publicly supported your policies, and that's good for your image.
Our infiltrated agent is on site. His first report confirms that his cell is operational and has carried out some preliminary tests as set out by the usual protocol with a view to launching his mission.
Alright, now let's go back to Secret Service and see where our top agent is at. He's in Cuba. So right now we currently have Cuba and a good portion of the American continent all within missile range.
I'd be happy to.
Alright, so let's create an alliance with Costa Rica. And see about a sales contract. if there's so let's cut that back by a little bit, and no, that's not going to really do anything for our economy. So it's going to be too little. It's not going to even make a dent in our demand.
Very kind.
Immigration. So since we took office, immigration flow has gone down. We really cut down the number of illegal immigrants by about 7 million, roughly. Okay, so now let's go to New York, and all right, so we already have 2 shale oil wells in that state. So we want to increase. And so that should help our production.
Do you think it's reasonable?
Right, so let's do a military alliance. Do maritime. Okay, so they're at least allowed in their airspace.
Very
So let's go to budget. Wow, Venezuela is really out of control with 390% deficit. All right, now let's go back to debt, and since we have a better relation with Brazil, we're going to. All right, so that's 5 years, so we're going to pay that off. So that leaves us with 838 billion. we'll hold off with paying off anything else. Okay, and
Our infiltrated agent is on site. His first report confirms that his cell is operational and has carried out some preliminary tests as set out by the usual protocol with a view to launching his mission. This country will soon be the destination for our secret agents.
Okay, so I think I'm going to end this episode. Again, thank you so much for the support. Right now, the current goal is to have this channel hit 500. Next year, my goal is going to be to have about 1,000 subscribers. I'm really going to have to hustle with the videos. I realize that. So again, please click the like. Please subscribe if you haven't already to help the channel. And I will see you soon.